I like everything that I just approved, but I want to just change one thing. Do you think we could make the logo bigger? Could we just change the background, the images, the size, the main title, the text on this page? This is amazing. I love it. Oh, I forgot to tell you the navigation has 5 more links. Could we actually move the logo to the right? Well, actually, let's move it in the middle, or let's move it to the left. After that, I think we'll be just right. On this episode, we're going to talk about scope of work and how to avoid scope creep so you make the most profit. Because a lot of times as an agency, as a business, you keep making more and more money, but you as an owner keep making less. And on this video, we're going to talk about how to solve this and go over the 3 things plus a bonus thing that you're not going to want to miss out. If you're new to this show is all about providing you strategies and tactics to grow your business and agency much faster. If you're not yet subscribed, subscribe and hit that little bell button so you never miss out on a new episode. What's up everybody, Jason Swenk here, and hopefully I got your attention with the scope of work and scope creep, because so many people, they put all their time into generating leads and closing the business, but they struggle with delivery and they struggle with maintaining a healthy profit margin because they're over delivering or they're not really holding their clients to a scope of work. And I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made for many years, and I see so many agencies making it. So what is scope creep? Well, scope creep was referred to the changes and the continuous or uncontrolled growth in a project scope at any point after the project begins. This can occur when the scope of project is not properly defined, documented, or controlled. So, scope creep starts on day 1. It's all about having a proposal. A lot of people look at a proposal as, this is how I'm going to win the deal. Well, you should have already kind of got a verbal commitment for winning the deal before you actually even did the proposal, or you're wasting time. The proposal is really designed for setting the expectations, setting the timeline, setting what you are going to do for that particular client. So then you can actually go back to it. So scope creep and the scope of work really starts at day 1. And if you want to avoid scope creep, start at day 1 and start going over those expectations and everything that you're doing. Don't just have an open-ended project being like, give me 10 grand and we'll do anything you want. There's just no scope in that. You have to have a defined process. Number 2, you have to manage changes with approvals and sign-offs. When someone would approve an ad, they would have to sign off. They would have to approve the copy. They would literally physically have to sign it. So then if they ever wanted to go back and change it, we could say, hey look, we've already launched it. We've already signed it. We've put our resources to doing it. If you want to do it, we're more than happy to do that, but it's going to extend out the timeline. It's going to be an additional investment. Do you approve? And this is a way that you can actually control it, which leads into number 3. You have to tell them when they're out of scope. Look, clients are going to always ask you to do more. It's your job to inform the client saying, hey, this is not what we agreed on, but if you want us to do it, we can do this and sign here for this. Now, the bonus tip I was going to tell you that you should all do is you have to do a $0 change order. And what this means is, look, clients are always going to ask you for little changes, and some are going to ask you for big changes. Well, what you're trying to do is train your clients to say, look, I'll give you some of these little changes, but I want you to know that this was out of scope and I'm going to give it to you. So I'm going to send you a change order, but it's going to be crossed out. I'm literally going to cross out what I was going to charge you, and then physically make them sign it and then send it back to you. So now when they come to you with the big change, right? Now you can say, well, hey, I've already done a ton of little things for you, and this is how many additional items that we've done for you for free. We just can't do any more, and it's going to affect the timeline. It's going to cost $5,000 to do this. Sign here, and then send them an invoice and bill them for it. But that will help you in the long run, I promise you. When we started doing the $0 change order, it changed everything for us. And then also too, as the CEO, I could look at the end of the month at all the $0 change orders. And I'd be like, oh my God, we're giving away this much. So then I can make an adjustment, I could chat with my team. But it was always, I needed to keep people on scope. And I needed to prevent scope creep, because at the end of the day, if I'm doing a project, I'm making zero profit, why even do that anymore? And that's what's happening to a lot of you, that you're taking on a project that you think you're gonna make money, but then your team just is not setting the right expectations. They don't have the right approvals. They're not doing the $0 change orders. They're not enforcing it. And then you're just losing money, and you're figuring out, why is my team growing year over year, but I'm making less money? This could be one of the reasons. This could be your profit leak. So if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell button so you never miss out on a new episode. I want to hear your comments, and until next time, have a swank day.